I don't know. I love my family. I wouldn't have it any other way.
When I talk about our family, it's in some ways like any other family.
Just start making some PB&Js.
And in some ways, it's like any other family, only exaggerated.
I drink the peanut butter.
Why?
Too thirsty.
Oops.
We always tell people we don't recommend this to anybody unless they feel particularly called to do this. Not for adoption. And with kids that have had pasts that end up getting them labeled as at risk, it really is a calling.
Let Joe try it. If he can't get it, nobody can.
I can. I know how to open it, chubby guy. Oh, you can't open it with that, Joe? Yeah. That's not for it. Watch, you're going to make all this stuff. Oh yeah, good idea, Joe. Huh, go like this. Guys, put it on there. Put it on there and pull it real hard.
Before we got kids, I worked in group homes. So I kind of knew what we were getting into. What I forgot to think about was that I can't just punch the clock and go home at the end of the day. And because they're my children and Greg's children, our children, it's I expect more from them than just like any other parent. I expect more from them than, you know, somebody else's kid.
Don't rip your shirt. You do not bite the buttons open. You have to figure out on your own how to take a shirt off. One button, unbutton it. It should not be that hard.
Flip like that to make it go up.
Oh,
And that stays in place so it won't fall down
that's
either.
tricky.
Yeah. This is an area that people really have deep conservative religious beliefs and have a necessity to share them with everyone they meet. Here there seems to be some kind of a duty to set us on the right path.
Straight.
Yeah. And the effect of it all over the last year has been cumulative.
No, tell Papa we need the big green ones. That's not big enough.
At first, I didn't think about it. Just continued to live out and openly the way I always have. But what I started to sense was just this real feeling of a real weight.
Work together.
Stillman, did you already talk about how you were walking the dog in our own yard and somebody throws a beer bottle out the window and yells, "Go home, faggot"? And they'll do this in front of the kids.
They claim that they're teased on a daily basis at school about having two dads. We had a neighbor across the street that we met when we first moved in. She was like, "Oh, we heard you guys are moving in. We're so happy because we have kids and their kids are about the same age as our kids."
Stay away from their vehicle.
They just said, what does your wife do? And I said, "He's a minister at Fountain Street Church." And they were like, oh. It's been about 10 months, and that was the end of them. Their kids wave at ours, and that's about it.
Papa! Oh, sorry. Sorry. Can Alan, the next door neighbor over there, come to our house and play tag with us?
From where?
Over there, that house. Oh, that house.
You sure their mom said it was okay?
Yeah, I heard him. Arthur told him to go get their bike.
Well, there goes my whole thing about the mom being, because that's exactly the people over there, so I don't know. Forget what I said, we're just in Michigan, who knows? little did I know that I liked animals so much that I should have known. But
me, Alan, and Joe usually go out there, outside, and wait for the bus.
And what part's this?
Head.
What does your head do?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know?
You're saying that is everything that was in the yard, from one end to the other.
There's still more stuff left. We're just showing. We're just showing you what we have in the bag. There's not more stuff. Yes, there is. No, there is.
Oh, we have a different.
I would like the same rights as everybody else has. Greg and I have been together, it'll be 24 years in July 2004. And yet, if he got sick and had to go to the hospital or whatever, I'd have probably no rights to come visit him. And I don't think that's okay.
I think the bigger problem for these guys is racism than the fact that they have two dads. This is the first place we've lived where that's been probably more in their face.
When all the boys were in the public schools, they come home, we're the only black people in our class, or, we don't see hardly any black people. It's like gay people walking down the street trying to find out they're gay.
Find in this country these pockets of not just tolerance, but actual acceptance. And California, for us, has been one of those places. Here, we represent one type of family in a city of all types of families, all races, all languages on the streets. It truly feels like we are neither lifted up as an example or put down as the dregs of society, dragging children along with us as we go and recruiting and making little homosexuals. That's I don't even have time to think about that with 5 kids, let alone respond to people who see that as an agenda. It's just really difficult to even think about that when you've got to get groceries, when you've got to get dry cleaning, when you've got to do laundry, when you've got to get kids registered for school.
It's always ingrained in me that God had a plan for us. And I believe that I'm doing what God wanted me to do. I don't understand when there's so many kids in need, why these good Christians that think I'm so bad, their Bible teaches us that we're supposed to take care of the children.
There are those who would say to us that these boys would be better off in a more, quote, traditional family. A family with a husband and a wife, a man and a woman. And most of the people that are saying that are probably not aware of the foster care crisis in this country and how many kids end up institutionalized because they don't have parents of any kind. Frequently, the kids that are least likely to be placed are accepted and wanted in homes headed by 2 men or 2 women. The 2 things that have helped our kids thrive and in other families like ours is if there's a sense of permanence and a loving environment.